So I want to give you an update on what's going on because you see me still here in the apartment. And I had asked for some of you to step up and help cover the costs of me staying in Uzhhorod to help the refugees for that time. I didn't make it there, but I am going to make it there on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And then I'll be arriving on the 8th and leaving on the 11th. So I had to reschedule that because of the accommodations and some other issues that were going on in Uzhhorod. So that's been shifted to those dates. I will be going. And then after the 11th, I'm going to be in the little town where I preached at before. I'll be helping more kids on Thursday and Friday. And then on Sunday, I'll be preaching again on the 14th. And then on Monday and Tuesday, I'll be staying to help with another set of kids. And so I'm there just to give them an interaction with a native speaker. And some of those kids are from the East, they're refugee kids. So, and all of the kids benefit from it. That's what's going on. And meanwhile, I'm here in my city and enjoying it. And I'm glad to be in my apartment at this time with my things and my refrigerator. And my refrigerator just quit working suddenly. Like a couple days after I got back, or a few days after I got back, it just quit working. So I didn't have a refrigerator for almost a week while we were trying to get it fixed. We, meaning me and the landlord, we were trying to get it fixed and back in here, and now it's working fine. And I like having everything, you know how it is. Where you live, it's yours, right? And you know what you have, you know what your capabilities are, and you've got a routine. I've got my church right over here. I can even see it from my window. I've got the grocery store that's halfway between here and the church, and I can see that from my window. And I've got 5 other grocery stores within walking distance of just a couple blocks. So it's nice. It's a lot of trees. I think I've shown some pictures of it where you can see just canopies of trees in the neighborhood. So it's a pleasant place to be, and it's mine. It's where I am. It's where God put me. And I'm making videos for you all as often as I can. I'm also working on the website. I'm going to create a tool for me because my tool went down on Windows. It didn't update and then quit working. So I'm going to finish making the tool. I'm about halfway there. So I'm making the tool myself on the website for translation. And so it's a place where I can go, which isn't publicly accessible. It'll help me, it'll aid me in making the translation more smoothly and faster. And so that's what's going on right now. That's what I'm doing. So keep thinking about praying for me, praying for the refugees, praying for the situation in Ukraine, for families, for children. And I've had a few people come by the channel who are full of vitriol against Ukraine. Well, all right, you can be against the government, that's fine. But the people are people. Whether they're Christian or they're not Christian, they're still people. And when you're talking about children who are involved, if you don't have a heart to see that the children need to be protected, and especially here in Ukraine, there are a lot of orphans and widows. What about them? Like the older lady that I showed you, one of many examples of refugees that I helped out here, that we got out of the country. She was a widow. Her husband was dead. She was an invalid. She could barely walk. She was like bull-legged and very short lady, and her hips were giving her problems. She could barely walk. And she's a Christian lady. And she's elderly. There are 4 good reasons to pray for her and keep praying for her. She's now in Latvia with her sister. And they hadn't seen each other for a long time. Now she's coming to live with her, and they're elderly. So pray for her as you think about it, so that they'll have smoother relationships and that they'll be able to demonstrate the love of Christ to each other. And pray for other Ukrainians as well. And even the ones who are committing evil. Pray for them. You're the ones coming to the channel. saying, oh, they're committing evil, Well, pray for them. Jesus says to pray for them that they'll become sons with you of your Father in heaven. So pray. Instead of coming here and complaining about it and trying to spread some sort of propaganda of hate and vitriol against Ukraine and Ukrainian people, why don't you do something more productive and either come over here and stand with me side by side, shoulder to shoulder, and minister to them without complaining, without self-interest, or pray. May the Lord bless you as you seek Him with all your heart.